Resource Center for Environment and Sustainable Development. The Resource Center for Environment and Sustainable Development is a Cameroon non-profit organization created in 2008, and its main mission is to contribute on local capacity in the area of environment, agriculture, and sustainable development. We are happy to share with you this project, which main aim is to improve farming practices as a means of ensuring food security at the level of the household, and at the same time improving forest conservation in the Topalahi Wildlife Sanctuary. Topalahi Wildlife Sanctuary is located in the southwest region of Cameroon and is home to the Cross River gorilla, which is a critically endangered primate. As seen, the Topalahi Wildlife Sanctuary is located in the southwest region of Cameroon and it is home to the Cross River gorilla. The Cross River gorilla is the world's most endangered primate and is highly threatened because there are less than 300 of them in the wild. It is classified as critically endangered by the IUCN. The habitat of the Cross River gorilla is highly threatened by agricultural activities. Local people practice slash and burn agriculture, which demands a lot of land and is a big threat to the habitat of this species. As seen, the habitat of the Cross River gorilla is highly threatened by slash and burn agriculture.
I think we have we live on palm oil, and most of our palm lands are within this area. We cultivate cocoa, coffee, fruit crops like plantains, bananas, cassava, just a few to mention. So that when they want to conserve this place, at least we are looking at it difficult, because this is the only source where we can do our normal living, educate our children in schools. That's the whole life of a gentleman is based in that forest.
Okay, Mr. Laurent, what will be your opinion as concerning the Topalahi Wildlife Sanctuary creation? What is your opinion? You like the idea, say they don't create wildlife sanctuary for an area, or you don't like the idea?
I don't like the idea. I don't like it.
Why not like the idea?
I don't like the idea because that for the way they want preserve like wildlife. Now for the way the youth of this area, they get to carry all their make all their own life, because we be chatting for we not get forest again, and that reserve forest will be saying that for the way the green population, the green youths, where they feel make their own farms tomorrow for sustain their families. So now, as we can't take the forest now, we not get any place where the youth will come go, and the youth will make you go school.
Me, I support the way they my brother talk.
Yes.
Because I think where tomorrow it will help me with the younger boys where they grow now.
Yeah.
So now let me take that forest. Because if tomorrow my pikin wake up, he not great for go school. I will say great for leave. And for that forest give for leave. Now you go plant the cocoa, coffee, the banana plenty, all that in them, you again for that time. Okay. And now, if you go down another day, some people wrong to do cold reef. We're not getting no other forest again. So now we forest that. And that one give for encourage beginning to go work for it.
Yeah. So, but if now, that means if they take that forest now, may they be able to give alternative way to feed.
Help the
younger people then.
I will agree.
And if you survive then they will also agree.
Yes, we will agree.
Okay, thank you plenty for your opinion.
Yes, I want to ask and say, now when I don't touch on, I can't take that forest. When I can't access all my way there for that forest, when I give money, we'll go for some different country, we'll go buy land, forest, and begin working. Oh, now just take our so.
When I say so other forests, if there was different side, when I go enter for day.
Yes.
So if they give money, now go different side.
We will go now, we'll do it.
Because how much money if you say they give you?
You go for money from where you want buy them. He go tell you how many hectares away you get them. Then you go know how many hectares away you go buy them.
Buy them.
Yes. Now so they now say
So
you
if
just
they
talk
can't
the
one, so they measure all my own, they give the money, go find all man.
measure all money.
He
all
own
the
he own land.
They pay his own money
Yes,
one
we
time.
One of the main cash crops that generate the highest amount of income in this area is cocoa and palm oil production. So there's a lot of demand for land for cocoa and palm oil production in order to meet up with livelihood income, since over 98% of the communities are farmers. So this is what they mostly do for a living. So most of the forest demand is being demand to plant cocoa and palms.
All with income, you come on for inside bush.
Yeah.
And for inside bush, we'll be getting like hunting.
Yeah.
When you hunt animal, you feed chop or you sell and get money.
Yeah.
Then you if you go cut dimbanga, make oil, you chop and then you sell some. And get something for family and a person to get for school.
Yeah.
Chadi is a great place to launch from because it's a very small but appreciative village. I think the tough task is really getting the villages in the region to understand the importance of conservation. Right now there's no incentive for them to understand that because it's not affecting their way of life. So I think the big task here is both doing a dual conservation program in the hills for the government, but as well as the education side for the townspeople, because for them they need to know that with 300 left in existence, they'll vanish and they'll never come back, and it'll happen before they even know it. So it's a great program to be a part of. I think the team has been doing a great job, and I think the integration with the town, we've had several local people help us out, whether it's carrying things, whether it's guiding us through the different trails and whatnot, has been invaluable. So I think they're getting it, and I think that's the first step. I think once they sort of embrace it fully, I think there'll be great things that come from it, but getting to that next level is going to be very difficult. So happy to be a part of it.
Local people are very much dependent on agriculture for their local activities. Thus, the main purpose of this project is to train local community on compost farming and on agroforestry as a means to improve food security and reduce pressure on the forest. First, we're going to educate the people on the importance of agroforestry and compost manure, and actually illustrate the advantages of practicing this farming method as an alternative to slash and burn agriculture. Secondly, we are going to train them through workshops on agroforestry and compost manure. Thirdly, we are going to work with these people, with the 100 households we'll train, on setting up clubs that enable them to practice agroforestry and compost manure farming. And fourthly, we are going to support them with farming input that enable them to actually practice agroforestry and compost manure effectively. This strategy will actually help to reduce pressure in the forest, in the sense that agroforestry and compost manure are intensive methods of farming and doesn't require too much land compared to slash and burn agriculture. And on the other hand, it also helps to improve food security because the yields or the return that are received from agroforestry and compost manure are much higher than those from slash and burn agriculture given the same circumstances. This method of farming, agroforestry and compost manure, is actually working as seen in our project that we have already implemented. A lot of community members are finding a lot of comfort in agroforestry and compost manure farming since they have the capacity now to practice it, and the yields they are receiving from them are much more higher compared to slash and burn agriculture. This project will run for a period of 8 months and will involve 2 main communities adjacent to the Tofalahi Wildlife Sanctuary. These 2 communities have the highest influence in terms of forest destruction in the community and are also the most populated. 100 households that are targeted in this community will actually benefit from this project, and this has been evaluated to actually have a lot of positive impact on forest conservation and on household food security.